You've chosen a podcast from Moon Uprising. Enjoy.
And what happened was...
You even hear it in the recording.
Hello, listeners at home. Today we are having another session of the younger group of Low Moon. Last session we... I don't know what everybody else did, but Jake ended up fighting a whole bunch of bandits, killed most of them, and then got held by a very dishonorable cleric lady person, and was put to sleep with sleep poison. So that's where we're at. Bye-bye!
Okay.
You know what we should do? We should open up a new character every time they say it in character.
Yeah, we do that.
Okay,
so whence last we broke, officially, after the Jake version, the party last time did encounter several different forms of opposition. The most important, keyest one, if you will, was the cultists, actually, on the road, which did eventually take out Jake at high cost. And then the party had to save Jake from his entrapment, which he did, which resulted in a number of comical things with the code word, what was it, watermelon flies. Watermelon flies, yes. And the fake Jake created by the illusionist that almost
Orange
lasted.
centipede.
Okay, so that was all that. And then that all happened alongside the road. So now what...
Applebee.
We're fast forwarding a little bit to the point that the party has picked up camp, gotten rid of the bodies of the cultists that remained, camped in another area, enough out of reach, enough out of sight like that they're not going to come back and go immediately. I mean, this is where it's at. And unless you object, Charlotte did do her worst to cover over your tracks, right? So they weren't going to just go track from point A to point B and like that. Because you now know where the Caves of Chaos are. Team 2 did manage to locate the Caves of Chaos again.
Hi!
Christian, get the door, will you?
Delta Force.
Thank you, sir.
Delta Force.
Oh, what did we call him?
So this, after moving the camp this morning, which took a couple hours, you still have more than ample time to go and actually enter the Caves of Chaos and try to get rich, earn your foreman fate.
Get rich or die trying.
Possibly find the
I was talking to RJ, okay?
missing scout.
Recording.
Okay? So that's where we're at.
And we won't.
Those of you who just walked in,
We are currently
we'll catch up in
recording.
a minute. I'm joined by Basil, Leon, and Danny. So somebody can sit over here.
That's good. This is...
There's a chair right here.
There's a spot next to Jenny.
I cannot play for like another 45 seconds while I finish this last one.
Finish what?
One more homework test and finish.
My collage.
If you would.
You tell you the same thing I told your brother. If you would have done it on Friday, you wouldn't have to worry about it.
Okay.
Well, on Friday I was completed as soon as
All right, here we go. So it is roughly 10 a.m. It is cool, breezy. This morning when you first got up, there was a light dusting of frost, but there is no snow on the ground. Okay? You have relocated your camp away from the battle with the cultists.
Go to distance.
And you know how to get from where your camp is to the Caves of Chaos. It is approximately 2 miles from here, only about a mile of which is through thick jungle. Okay, so you'll still have to work your way through jungle, and the horses don't go through there well at all. But that's kind of where you're at. Jake is conscious, having overcome the sleep poisons, and I think you were only down a few hit points, right? You're at 29 out of 35?
Yeah, I think after they healed me.
Right, okay, and you would have gained an additional 10 points overnight from non-weapon. So you're at 31 out of 35. Okay? And so, at 9:30 a.m., in a 50 degree morning, on the edge of the jungle, everything taken care of, the camp established, what do?
Guys, my head hurts.
Jake has had a hangover and complained about it since getting up this morning.
So, dream I was on a ship.
Did we do natural healing for him yet? Did we do that for you yet?
Yes, he's already had healing, and he got some additional overnight. He's only down 4 right now.
Oh, okay. You're fine then.
He's only down 4. I anchor Jake with my amulet.
Okay. He touches you and says a fancy room word.
Humana, Did humana.
Uh,
It's
that thing before.
Jake is angry at 31.
only 2 humana.
Can someone heal me?
It's anchor.
Where you
I
at?
say.
I'm down by 12.
Have we natural healed here yet?
Okay. There was some healing that might have been left over before. Arden, did Theon have leftover cure lights before?
I had some druid
His
stuff
mommy
for
said
healing.
he has to
Yes, he
finish
did.
homework.
I'm missing my spell.
I have like 45 more
Hey,
seconds
that's the
of
second
geometry to
round.
do, and I'll be good.
Go in the other room, go. You're not distracted.
So are you going to use a cure light on me real quick? And then
You can get it
I
done.
don't exist yet.
I have some healing too as
You still
well.
exist. You just aren't in
For
control.
my druid
He's
spells.
an NPC until homework is finished.
Regular piece of
Why am I
paper.
looking at this?
He gave it to you in case you need to reference it.
I just gotta go back.
He's finishing his homework. He has like 45 seconds left.
You raised very responsible children.
Well, I appreciate that. Okay, so I see one
I
cure
finished
light
fine.
wounds. Phase has a
I have-
cure minor.
I have a cure light and a minor heal.
Okay, so
What is the
between the three of
difference?
us, we think we could put you at full.
Look, Tom,
So
it's my character Leon.
So just assume I'm at full
I just
damage.
made a deck with that in it.
Put the H, it's
you
the
probably
I just made a deck
Tom,
with that
you
in it.
actually want to roll the dice for whichever one you're going to use, though, because you'll find out what your next minimum is, which will tell you are you doing right.
For minor heal or?
Either one, whichever one you use.
Were you,
It'll tell you what your
are you
minimum
really down or partly down?
is.
I'm down by 12.
Theon gives us 3, so
Alright.
down 9.
I'll do a cure light.
Okay, so roll a d8. And you're a cleric now?
No, druid's
Do it automatically.
too quick stuff. 1.
Okay, and your minimum is 1, so you get 1 hit point.
You gotta start.
1 minimum means basically you're on track. So you're fine, you're not offending nature, blah, blah, blah. If you get up to like a 2 or 3, that means you'd be doing really well by nature.
Yeah, dude. You need to start like petting more
Yeah,
animals.
-2, you're in danger of not getting
You're
spelled.
Okay.
It's like every horse you walk by, feed him a sugar cube, and you'll have a minimum of 2.
Still down 8, you might want to try the other one.
Minor heal? Is that D4 or D6?
D6.
It looks like the one
5.
Adventure Time.
It's like the
Okay.
but
Now she's down 3.
I'm
Better. And then you would have healed 2 from natural healing overnight, so you're actually only down
Adventure
1.
Time.
I remember him in the actual game too.
Can I look through these things?
Sure.
Noise.
Are you sure I had another piece of paper that was supposed to be with your character? Because I don't see it.
There was a sheet
Jenny's-
of paper that had my
Jenny's
spells
Final
on it.
Fantasy 10
Another piece of
I have
paper.
a place set of
Yeah, a
Riku's.
normal piece of paper, not like the printed out ones.
There's more than a place set of Riku's. Another 40 Leon.
I guess you're getting all new
Nice.
Yep.
I got like a slew of Leons. So I'm lousy with Leons.
Wait.
For like 8 hours.
No, that's
How many do you have?
Huh?
How many do you have?
I don't know. You need some?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
now
use
from
another
now
one
on, whenever
with
you
this
hand the
dice
character
sheet.
sheet, you have to take a picture of it.
Hey.
I need another.
Are you looking for that weird letter that we think is coded?
This Kate's look kind of fun.
It's from one of the GameCube games. So it's like all cartoony and stuff.
This is my wizard spell list. This is my druid spell list.
Moogle Brothers! I got Moogle Brothers.
Yeah, over here.
It's a lot.
It's just a rare, uncommon, so probably have a bunch of them.
Interested in giving financially to Low Moon and support the campaign? Text LMGIVE, that's LMGIVE, to 419-419-0095.
Got two very, very strong frontliners.
He could be our paladin.
Aaron, if you have a
You need to
foil
roll a
one of
paladin.
these, I need it.
Titan.
Tell me.
I might. I'll have to check this out.
Just as he's already saying that I came across a paladin.
What is that from?
I can rely on
love
character sheet 14.
Okay.
I
I
love
can rely
that.
on
I
most
used
of
that in
his
the seal
spells,
tournament. It
but
was
I don't know which ones had
a lot
next
of
on
people
it.
use it for kills in action.
You haven't looked through these.
Good luck rolling better than her too. Her lower stat is 16.
Tommy, check in your character and make sure that
She rolled really good.
spell sheet's not in one of your pages there.
It's a regular sheet of paper. Yes.
Who are you missing? Anything else?
Spell list.
No.
Did your homework?
No. No.
Good job.
She said
No.
she had it with her character, but
Good job.
there's not another piece of paper.
That's the old spell list.
Oh, didn't you send Pasha in a picture and take
No,
it home?
but I mean, did she get any new spells lately? If not, she can just copy mine over because we
I
exchange all
thought
of
you
our
took it
spells.
home and gave him a picture.
So her druid
That
spell
was
list.
the last session. That would have that would have your spell list too, right? The picture that you took
I
and
thought
sent me?
her name was Enema.
So we would have it. Right?
You took it on your phone.
That's a very different thing.
Yes, very much so.
Look at my setup. Rate my setup.
Wait, I think he only said that.
Her job is
I think you only took a picture of my sheet, and then he said
my
that
setup.
he could rely on most of my spells. I'm not sure.
7.5 stars.
Out of 100.
Out of 100. Out of 250 stars.
I got right all my
Mine comes with
psionics.
snacks. What does that give mine?
Yeah, well.
Well,
I
you
got
know
right all
that.
my psionics again.
Well, I got
Snack cake is 4.
dummy ones.
It's got to be somewhere, but I didn't take anything out of this.
Minus 1.5
I
stars.
just took that bag, and at that moment, then how about exotic gummies?
So that's
500 out of 500.
5,000 stars.
You did pull the DMG out unless somebody pulled the DMG out.
Forbidden gun.
The paper.
I mean, they
You guys
could
took it
be
home, but I
someone
brought it back
instead.
and turned the rest in.
I did that twice
Pain.
in the same time.
That was
I had a
something.
pain in my hand just
I
to
asked one of the games though, because another guy did the exact same thing.
Fujin.
He matched it. He was like, you know what? I'm gonna
There's
use the
different
aggressive
versions of Sid.
It never happened. It's never happened to
Oh,
me
there's all
before.
kinds
Yeah.
of Sids.
And then the reason that I lost
All the
was
different
because
colors
he had
have their
more
own
sustainability
That
than
on
me,
your
but-
paper and
Just
There's
sit in
a
every game,
Sid for
Ken.
every game.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, is there a different Sid for each one?
Oh, yeah.
Kool-Aid on it.
Kool-Aid.
He's
Only
a.
You got Sid Reigns, you got
Let's see if Jenny knows the answer to this. Who is the Sid in Final Fantasy Tactics War Alliance? Nobody else answers. Only Jenny.
Who is
I need the guy that you get the airship from.
In Final Fantasy Tactics War Alliance. That's the one with Ramza. You never go on an airship in Ramza.
I don't remember who the Sid is. In that.
I thought you were just eating cheese.
I think Josh knows it. He's doing that look like he knows
He
it.
likes
I
the
saw
machinist guy
empty
or
bowl.
something. Isn't he?
Nope,
All
that's
the time?
Nostadio.
She got the dip.
Stop.
You know Orlando?
Because I saw
That's his last
that
name.
your boat? I saw the
Orlando's his last name.
really? He's Orlando.
When he's, you remember his adopted son? That astrologer guy that you protect at the snowy city?
Okay, yeah, it's here. Something's here.
I didn't know that actually.
Let's see what we got.
Yeah, when he's talking to Sid and then Sid pulls out the stone, or Orlando pulls out the
So
stone.
do we get a
You
full
can
night's
refer to
sleep?
him as Sid
That
Nine.
Shinra!
And then there's the other time when that Duke is having a meeting with all of his advisors at the start of the
Two points
chapter.
back if you were damaged.
It says, like,
And
in caption, his name Sid,
or
Orlando, the Thunder,
short.
something.
Do you have your phone on you?
something
Yeah, but I
like that.
didn't take
can't
it on
remember
my
what his nickname was.
I took it on my phone. I'm about to send it to you on your phone. If you
Best
have
character
your
in the
phone.
game.
That's what I'm asking.
He's pretty monstrous, especially in the remake. Because those crush armors do hit even if they don't have
My
that
phone
armor
will not
on.
last. It's got your battery.
I cheated, so I doubled,
I have a charger.
made doubles of Excalibur and all that stuff.
Yeah, I totally taught you that.
on what?
Oh, no, I didn't.
The
I just sent it to her.
We need a.
But anyways, I cheated, so I made copies of everybody's swords.
Do you have a PSP
Choco
still?
Mug.
Like a normal one? Because we could totally play against each other if we did. And I would
He's so cute, Tommy.
Against each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can face each other and then you get loot. Arden and I were stuck at one point when we were trying to do it legitimately without the cheats. So we just kept playing over and over against each other and kept getting new items.
There's also we also have a save floating around that we could put on another PSP where you have like all the items and all the job classes.
Yeah, I have it. I have it on my
I'll
PSP.
send it to my prayer in
You
my
can just make
office.
customize your party however you
Don't
want.
you have to
My
have like a
PSP
little,
is not
I'll
his.
send it to you, Josh.
Oh, is it?
I'm going to send
Yeah,
it
his
to my
parents
printer in
bought
my
it off
office.
us for
And then at some point in time, we'll run down and get it.
1 year.
Okay. I didn't know if it was possible.
Yep. And I still have mine. I still have a copy of that
Old
save.
school
I miss it.
PS1 is.
I wish I still had it sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah. I
It was like-
play
They're
on
real cheap
I have my
vacation.
phone and I
Like a
play
wire
games on my
in the back.
phone.
Yeah.
So they're pretty cheap.
I
Now.
played
You
on
pick them up for like
vacation.
$30.
PlayStation 1 had a network.
What's that?
You can probably find a PSP for like $30, $40.
I want to find
nowadays.
a hack one that plays on
like a jailbreak one?
Yeah.
Can't stand
You
this.
can play like Nintendo games.
I sent it to Josh, so you should have it on
I'd love
So
to play Super
how-
Tecmo
I'm
Bowl
sending
on
it to my
PSP.
office
That'd be
printer
awesome.
right now.
Did you get the back of the sheet?
Josh used to have
So
one.
I'm looking at it right now.
How long do we get to
You're
memorize?
Get your stuff ready.
Yes.
Come on.
We just get as much as we want.
No, it's
Done looking at these,
Huh?
sir?
How long do we get to
a
memorize?
couple hours at most.
Okay, so and it's half an hour for levels, second level spell, right?
How long
It's 15 per level.
I'm playing off and on. I played in Mexico or in the Navy a few times over in
I ain't really using my wizard spells.
6 months. And then
A lot of
when did you
the
start? Texas.
people.
Playing D&D.
I find that funny. 3 levels.
Yeah, I didn't use
Playing
any.
video games.
I can only use 3
Legendary
levels, 3
characters and
spells.
stuff.
Okay, so when somebody is not involved or we have time, whatever, somebody can run. Hopefully, it'll be on my printer and somebody can run around and try to get it.
Right.
In my office.
You want to do it?
Okay.
I have to go pee anyways, so can't we go get it?
The office and the
Okay,
bathroom.
so yeah,
Okay.
the office. This is the outer office door.
Okay.
This is my office door. I'm not sure if it's locked. And the printer is working on this.
It's the
This door is
last
weird.
the last door all the way on the end on the left.
This door is weird.
Okay, here we go. So now back where I was at.
It is.
9:30 a.m. It's 50 degrees outside. You've moved the camp. Jake has a headache. Everyone is basically healed up, and you've got your spells. What do?
Cast. Wait, during the memorization period, I'd like to cast Permanent Sphere of Darkness on a new coin,
Okay.
And then rememorize
Does
it?
Theon fully
and then rememorize it.
You wouldn't be able to do that because you cast it yesterday.
Okay, so
You cast
And-
it yesterday,
Mhm.
so you wouldn't be able to cast it. Memorize it. Because you wouldn't
Right.
be able to
Okay, memorize it, then cast it.
Memorize it, cast
So,
Later
it.
today, if you sleep for 4 hours.
I'm sorry I didn't catch that. Are we having a little downtime or something? You said.
You had time to memorize this morning. I'm trying to be past it, so we're, the camp is moved. People have memorized.
All I casted was an entangle the whole time.
Hold on, back to
I'll
2.
probably just end up replenishing the spells that I used. So
Did Theon fully kill me before they got in here?
No, I'm at 31.
Okay.
Anchored at 31. Because he used his cure light on Charlotte.
Okay.
yeah, make sure
In
you
my
make
minor.
note of that you're anchored at 31.
Wish I got to actually use those.
You were eating my crackers.
Just in the rest
Oh,
of it.
how did I know
Oh,
that?
you got some in your beard too. You got evidence.
Busted.
Okay.
You've been beard busted.
He's cracking.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna stop it.
9:30 a.m. It's cool out of the morning. Theon, what do you do?
I don't know. Are we leaving today?
Now around the camp saying, I don't know, are we leaving today?
No, I'm trying to get a bearing on
You're
what's
2
happening.
miles from the Caves of Chaos. 1 mile through thick jungle to get there. You know how to get there.
Okay.
You moved the camp away from where the cultists attacked, and Charlotte covered the tracks the best she could.
So, do we have everything uncamped?
This is Did it say paper or anything?
I checked it. It was paper in it.
D4,
It might take time to go through because it's got to go through email.
percentile, D12,
Check it again later. Anyway, she's got it on the phone for now.
Yeah, we that one chick got away, right?
Yeah.
This chick.
Yes.
Got away.
We're gonna fight her again. Guaranteed, fight her again.
I wasn't even there, so you
That's why
guys
you
that are
moved
doing
the camp and covered the tracks as best you could because
Anyone
you
like
realized
some
that you
bread?
had cultist trouble. Bear in mind, you do have how many horses? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. And then you had
yes.
who had a pack horse on top of their regular horse?
Oh, I have just a pack horse, but
I thought I had 2.
medium war pack horse.
Didn't I
I think you were
still?
on foot at that actual horse.
I had 2
I have a
horses.
Mondo
I got one from like.
And then you run on foot.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have 2. So you have 2 horses, and you're not riding either one, generally speaking. But you can if you have to. You have to saddle. All right. So
What
that
kind of
makes
horses
what
do
did I
you
say? 4, 8, 9.
I have mine.
Anybody else have a pack horse?
Paige has a
Is
just a normal
this
horse, riding horse.
the
That's it.
same as
And
that?
then you got 2 from the guys that you fought.
Paige, you
So you
wanna-
got 11
If they're
horses.
gonna ride my horse, probably safer.
I have
Yeah,
my
it
own.
says dub plus 1, I'm pretty sure.
You want to turn my horse into a
Yeah,
pack
tell me
horse? You
spell
just want to
it.
trade horses?
I don't know.
Sure.
And lots of bags.
Sure, we can trade
But you gotta
horses.
sell it. I want like 20%.
Okay.
Okay, that I'll sell
9:30
it.
in the morning. It's
Honestly.
45 degrees.
That's
You've
good.
moved the camp. The tracks are covered. Charlotte, what do you do?
Start packing up camp since I got going to the cave.
That was what I was gonna do
Did
too,
you name
except
your
for I
horse?
never got my question answered about whether or not we
You
had
move
to
the camp here. You can't take your
I
camp
named mine
into the
Steve.
jungle. There's just no way.
Alright.
You're going to be
That's
walking
true.
between trees and packing stuff down, and the horses carry the camp, generally speaking. You can take
His name's
bedrolls, unless somebody really wants to carry a tent on their back, you're not taking a tent.
Well, I mean, I have a one-person tent. Are we leaving our horses here?
There you go.
I'm the game master. I don't make those decisions. What do you do?
I would like to take my horse with me, if possible.
Okay, well, they won't go through the jungle.
They won't go through the cave.
All of you were in there except for Jake. You know that you were walking on roots, branches, in between trees the whole time coming from this direction. Well, take another
Dion
day
and
and scout
Jenny.
and try to find another way
Dan
in.
and Janny didn't walk in the jungle.
What do you mean I can't take my horse?
We're going into caves. What do you need a horse for?
There's too much foliage.
For riding, duh. Actually, when getting swarmed, it's nice to have a horse by the caves.
Is your horse
Yeah, so they can eat it instead of you.
Spelunker?
I'm sure my horse could
another-
become an accomplished spelunker if it wanted to.
Now, Theon does know that when you came here before, you did stash your horse in the trees outside the caves on the
And
side
made Bill stand and watch him Yeah, the we entire
toward
time.
the victims.
And watch it.
That was possible.
Yeah, and then,
Yeah.
However, it appears as if you're
Well-
planning for a
well-
somewhat more major assault now. Like you're planning on being there for hours or the whole day or
yeah.
days.
Or the risk.
What are we going
Out
to?
of
Where are we
play,
going to put our horses then?
Out of play, Bazor wasn't there, but
We did have Bill watch them every time we went to the caves.
Right.
caves the whole time.
So you don't have any followers or hirelings. Everybody's here. So
Come on, Cavaliers.
The horses.
I'm not doing that again.
No way.
He's still recovering from the first time he volunteered to stay and watch the horses.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'll get attacked by cultists if I do that.
Okay.
Isn't that why we hired that one guy?
Making
What
a
was his
stop
name?
at the keep
Bill?
would be a nice
Yeah, he.
way to find a place to put the horses, but then
Yeah,
we'd
he's
have to
gonna
cover
teach
our
me how to
tracks
use
on
it.
our way out,
Whatever happens,
and it's a whole nother day to get there.
Tired.
Right.
Yeah.
It is.
We should go to his
6 to 8 hours to the keep from here.
Do you have a whip and watch?
It doesn't last that long anyway, I don't think.
It does last 8 hours exactly.
It'll last at least a while. Give you some protection.
Worst comes to worst, we just walk back.
I don't know what this spell is.
If you don't know what it is, then you can take it.
Check out Amaldan Inc. for incredible opportunities to support the ministry.
I don't want that spell that I don't know what it is.
It's stupid English. It just got like partially erased.
Oh, so you can ask the horses what they're talking.
Would you rather stay by the caves by yourselves or
Part 2 knows how to
stay?
get to the Caves of Chaos on foot, which you've been trying to do for the better part of the last 4 months.
Oh.
You're 2 miles away from your destination. You've been trying to get to for the last 4 months. You killed all but the one cultist woman who came to confront you.
Supposedly. Well, the ones that came to confront us, we killed them.
The one woman got away.
I'm definitely not giving up this horse I just spent half my money on.
You expect that you will make a lot more money in the Caves of Chaos than the cost of a horse.
You're not
I also
getting
can't
rid
carry
of
all my
it.
stuff.
You're not getting rid of it. You're leaving.
I have
That's
a lot
why
of-
This is a problem.
you take
The
what you
horse will be
need.
here.
You take what you need.
I say just.
Are we coming back through this area?
Yeah, this
If our
is,
horses
this
are
is
here, we will.
within striking distance of the Caves of Chaos. The Caves of Chaos are less than 2 miles away.
Well,
1
if we
mile
can
over
find a
flat
place to
terrain,
keep the
1
horses.
mile through the jungle.
Find a place to keep the horses and it's fine.
I have
We'll tie them up somewhere and we'll cover them in tree branches.
So does she still have something like
They're
that?
in a relatively discreet campsite right now. The tracks were blocked off so that the cultists would not track you from the previous site.
Do you have the ranger hiding
you're
skills yet?
You know, we should probably. I don't know if horsemanship would come into play or not. My ability for horsemanship, but leaving them loosely tied so that they can run or fight in case something comes after them.
That is one option, yeah. Basically, you run a line and then you just wrap their rein around it, and they can pull it off if they want to, unless they're in a problem.
I do have
Be
a
aware
map.
that if there is a problem, they will automatically pull it off, and then after that, they'll tend to wander. But even if they wander, they're not going to bolt and run miles unless they're in danger.
I do have a
Probably
nap,
track them pretty
so
effectively.
if we have an hour to wait, I can get a wyvern
Give
launch.
you
And
1 minute to
cover this area.
discuss your actions.
Okay, look. See, and I literally have 6 objects in my backpack.
Do you think this is a good spot to leave them?
If you guys give me an hour, I can get a way to protect them for the next 8 hours. At least.
Checking my
Okay.
pocket.
I'm willing to wait an hour. I don't even know what we're doing at this cave.
So after that, I can.
The Cave of Chaos?
Yeah.
Looking for the loots.
I can place a spiritual wyvern above these horses to protect them
Apparently,
for the
his
next 8
dad
hours.
stashed a huge
There'd be like a hoodie in here.
treasure trove here of loots.
It's not here. The guy who has the map to get to it died here.
Gotcha. So we need to get
No, it's probably
dude
here.
with the
We're pretty
maps
sure.
to the
No, he said
maps
he
to
said it was
the
in the
loots.
pole marsh. You said he said it was in the pole marsh. I got a map. I got the map I was looking for. It leads here. Oh, really?
Oh,
I'm
really?
pretty sure, anyway.
Yeah, because
So the treasure trove is
you guys went to the Case of Chaos for some reason. Probably looking
Yeah.
for the map, and then you guys found the map, and then found out. It was
No,
the Case
we
of
were
Chaos.
looking for the guy, and then we got sidetracked. At the keep.
Well,
Then we
anyways,
went
we'll
into
just stop talking and go get your spell.
Okay.
Charlotte was asking in character. Wait,
Is what you're thinking,
this all happened
right?
before she joined
Oopsie.
the party.
Wait, I did.
Oh,
I
you're
did
asking
not
for real
realize I put that there.
Well, yes.
Okay, yes.
But it works with my character because
Have a gummy worm.
Also, I can't wait to use that spell. Poison. All I gotta do is touch you, and I ask life for magic or whatever.
Hey, Dad.
Yes,
Is Wyvern Watch a second level spell?
it is.
Half hour.
Hey.
It's gonna take me an hour and a half.
it kind of tastes like
Did
cheap
you already
chapstick.
memorize today?
A
Or
little bit, but they're still good.
By now, the memorization has been done. If you want to go back and say, well, I would have thought in
Yeah.
advance, I'll let you do that with a wisdom check.
That's what he's saying. Can I do that?
Go ahead, roll a d20.
18.
And the wisdom is
16.
so that would be a no. You just
But-
don't think we're much. And in all fairness, you are going into battle.
Yeah.
And you are moving. And Wyvern Watch is more of a stationary type spell for hanging out. So.
Because
It's now close to 10 o'clock in the morning on a cool, crisp
Go.
morning, warming up slightly.
Okay, start
The horses
memorizing.
The rope is wrapped around there. Memorization has been done. That's over. The
Well-
camp has been moved. The tracks have been covered.
can you not memorize again?
No, you cannot. You must sleep
Oh.
first.
I was gonna nap.
Basil's playing with his
Don't worry about
action.
But it will take you an hour.
No, just leave him
The
here,
horses
tie him
can
up, and
fend
let's
for
go.
themselves. You have a war horse.
Yeah, there's several war horses in the mix. They will protect themselves from most predators.
Multiple
And probably
thousand.
protect the other horses for that matter.
Multiple thousand.
The other thing you could do if you really want somebody to protect them is you could leave Rar to protect them. He's intelligent enough to follow those commands.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Sure.
My dog.
But that means you won't have him to fight in the caves.
No, and you could take okay, on
we
like,
don't
a
need
solid amount of goblins.
It's gonna be low quarters, and we
I
can
mean, look at it
take
this
that
way.
as
If there's a
a shield.
group of 100 goblins coming for our horses, Wyvern Watch is only going to deal with one of them.
Yeah.
So,
I'll leave
Possibly
Rar.
not even that, they make her say.
yeah.
You got 99 problems, but a goblin ain't one.
One goblin ain't one. That one specifically, right there. That one is not the problem.
All right.
Okay?
That's only my dog.
Yeah.
So we've lashed up the horses.
Yay, lash up.
Okay? Other animals. So is the dog going or staying?
Staying.
Okay, so Rar's going to stay, and the dog is going to stay
The
to protect
dog
the horses.
knows the command to guard, so.
He does know guards, that's correct.
Oh, see, there you go. We got plenty of guards.
Rar is quite intelligent.
He does attack too.
Lots of
Bit
guards.
voracious.
He does attack too.
Okay.
say Rar. I say
Janny.
His horse dies. He did
Chipmunk's
attack.
going, obviously,
He
because
did
he
protect.
protects in your pocket. The
Let me
fox
fight you. In half.
0319.
doesn't like to walk a lot, so I assume he's very
Code
Yeah.
77.
What does your fox say?
But you threatened him.
ding, ding, ding.
No,
And
He owes me
the
his
wolf.
life.
The wolf's just following me usually.
Yeah.
It follows behind.
Okay. All right. 10 o'clock in the morning, on a cool, crisp morning. Gentle clouds drift overhead. A flock of what looked to be reptilia, large winged, 8-foot wingspan.
Is the piece silent?
Like pterodactyls, basically.
I want it.
Over to the north.
Let's fight.
What?
I want one.
Okay. 10 a.m.
Friendship. Animal friendship.
So is it time to start going? I
Pedro
say,
says, is it time to start going?
I say we go.
Okay.
Yes, let's go.
All right, so you're marching out toward the Caves of Chaos. The first mile will take you maybe 5 minutes. After that, it'll slow down. It'll take you between a half hour and an hour to cover the mile through the jungle at least. Make sure you make a note of what you are carrying. people brought all kind of extra bags, rations, stuff like that.
Oh yes,
You are not going to. You can't carry everything that was on your horses. Make sure you have a note of what you actually are taking with you. Bear in mind that the plan is to carry out a copious amount of treasure, and so if you're doing that, make sure that you kind of take that into account. Those of you who are not super sure.
All right, who's got room in their backpack to take some bags?
ESP, silent glass.
Can't you make it seem like a bag of
Isn't
holding?
there one more spell I know?
That's true.
Ability.
You could probably do that.
Well, maybe not bag of holding specifically, just a bag that
An
can carry
emptiness bag.
a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you know the name, but I just
I'm
It's
taking a
risky,
large
though.
saddle bag
Yeah.
with me
Because if that goes badly,
because
we'll
it's
lose
not full.
everything.
Yes, that is
Okay.
I use my shoehorn.
Okay, I'll be generous and let you use the shoehorn.
He takes his-
You first get up.
He takes his boots off and
Okay,
puts them
now,
back on.
I'm going to give you a wisdom check at +4 on your wisdom to remember to use the
But
shoehorn.
how much did that use?
Oh, okay. So you successfully use the shoehorn finally.
Don't roll on the table.
How much did that cost? The Psionic Crush or whatever?
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know.
While we're walking the miles, I'll tell FaZe about the silent combat and about how Jandy killed him instantly.
Okay. Well, that intrigues you that you now know that Janny can fry your brains under the right circumstances.
Noted. Kill
Duly
Jamie.
noted.
If anyone's paying attention, I'm not carrying my alcohol with me. Do not make her
Dude, I'm really dangerous.
Don't cut
We're not
down a
sleeping in
tree.
these caves, right?
What?
Mark the
We're not
Barbarian.
sleeping in these caves, right?
Classic
There might be.
Barbarian swordsman.
I've discovered an attack and defense.
Depends on how far we're in.
He does not use magic. It's illusions. So he
Personally, I hope this only takes us 10 minutes. But, you know.
phase.
There's a mobile battle platform.
Grey elf.
Not likely.
He's a
Grey
yes.
elf.
I'm a high elf.
He's a druid mage, actually. With similar
I don't know, weird
Sion,
dagger.
the high elf, is a
And he
cleric
wants
thief,
everybody to know that.
and he's short. Very
I'm 4 foot
a
tall.
little sensitive about his human Brunson, straight human mage, kind of ugly in the face. Charlotte.
It's like a troll.
She's
Very cool.
She's the perfect package when it comes to a female ranger. As in, when she rolled her stats, the lowest roll was a 16. On all of her rolls, natural.
On 3d6.
What's up?
Playing Janny. She's now 13. She just turned 13 last
You were very
last
attributely blessed.
human druid.
That's 46. Drop the rolls.
Female.
You were the Bono of this.
Oh, okay.
He was born.
That's my brother.
He was born with a long sword in his diaper.
Wait, what?
That's not going in the podcast.
I was going to say his mom, but that's just weird.
But those who have kids.
Wait, he wasn't with
We
us when I
apologize.
crushed that one guy, right?
No.
I want to tell him about it.
Okay, so on the mile over very smooth terrain along the road and so on,
I just killed a guy with my brain.
Janny is telling you the story of how she mentally fought an old crazy dude and she fried his brain and blood came out of his eyes and it was really
I helped a
really
lot.
cool too.
I helped a lot, Jake.
Why my head hurts.
No.
And I do have the
You would have
feather
exploded
fall
by
around.
now.
So I do have the
You would have
feather fall
exploded
around.
by
Okay, you're
now.
wearing the ring.
Trust me, I helped her a lot.
So,
a lot.
does Janny just go around like trying to psychic crush everybody to see if it works?
Or not.
Let's see if they're psionic.
Worked!
Let's see if they're psionic.
Alright, so
Oh, they have the right defense.
as mentioned, the first mile is relatively smooth terrain. You're paralleling the road. Charlotte encourages you to walk away from the road, however, to be up near the tree line so that you're not leaving tracks a mile down the road to your camp.
I have passed without trace.
But you're dealing with essentially almost like a rainforest type situation, very dense forest, borderline jungle. You are in the Pomage on the north, on the what we consider the southern edge, so in the wild lands of the Pomage. So as you journey there, there is a substantial chance that you could run into one or more problems along the way, even in that mile stretch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mark, can you stay towards the back and cover our tracks?
Ambiance.
Yeah.
Doesn't pass without
Yes,
trace.
and actually, Mark is familiar with the forest in this area now, which means all of your barbarian abilities have kicked in.
What's up?
So we're moving kind of double file. Mark is in the back. We've already covered that. Who is leading the way?
Not Brunson.
Janny is leading the way because she was the first person to speak up.
FaZe just wants one person. He wants to be in the back,
I
but
can't,
not directly in front of
I know
Mark.
the way.
Okay.
Me and
Charlotte is
Charlotte-
leading
me
the
and
way.
Charlotte.
She can actually get you there.
Mark
That's
hurts.
good. What did you say?
FaZe wants to be as back as he can, but not directly in front of Mark,
Charlotte.
because Mark hurts.
So when we
I'm
split
somewhere
up,
in the middle.
when we went through the jungle, there was this
I have a thief and look at
wild
you.
lion and this crazy dude.
Not by the axe.
And I was using my
I know. I
son
already had 2
ability,
today.
and I made his brain explode, and blood came out from his eyes, and that just it looked like I just fried his brain.
Charlotte is now extremely terrified of Janie. She was scared of her before, now she's terrified.
Okay. So we've got a marching order. If you're not satisfied, talk.
Deanna takes the front. Where is me? He always does.
Charlotte should
Well,
stay
then
on.
when I said who's in the front, you should have said.
I did not hear you.
Okay.
There was a lot. I don't think I'm included.
Yeah, and gate crasher pops are limited to 1, by the way, during the session. That's when the gate crasher.
I already had 2 today, so I'm not having one.
Oh, that's nice of you. Okay. Now he's too close to Mark. FaZe is too close to Mark. He feels uncomfortable.
Oh, is this FaZe?
Yeah. I'm using Damage old miniature for him.
Yes. Okay, that'll work. So Bazor is in front of Mark.
What? Wait, that's me?
Yes, that's you today. You're carrying the axe.
Okay.
Because it's too heavy for you to carry down. Cause you have
Okay.
no strength.
Anyway, so you're moving along the edge of the woods. The road is about 200 yards to your right. Okay, and so as you look left, I mean it's almost 100% canopy in the woods. So it's deep and dark and green in there. The sun is rising. The wood you're moving. Charlotte would tell you with direction sense you're moving southward along the edge of the woods. And so the road is to your right, the woods to your left, and the sun is rising more on your right. And so the woods just look like deep, dark, a hint of green, but mostly just a shadow on a shadow on a shadow. Now it's alive. There you hear a lot of animal calls and insect noises and rustling of the breeze and with the 5-10 mile an hour breeze that's going on right now. And it's probably 50 degrees outside and still warming. When out of the woods in front of you bursts, for lack of a better term, a passel of goblins. There's 10 of them, and they're still pouring out of the woods. And so, first of all, I need everyone to roll for surprise.
Headache is gone.
Battle mode.
I think I am surprised.
Hey, a 6.
Hey, 6.
Wait, what did we
8.
You roll a d6. You do not want a 1 or a 2.
I got
5.
6.
Almost.
That's 9. We do that.
It's good it flipped
Wait,
off.
I rolled a d8.
Yes, you roll a d8, and you don't want a 1.
I got 2.
You have a 12.5% chance of being surprised.
So you roll a
6.
d6.
Thank
That
you.
looks like you rolled a d8. There you go.
6.
Now you're surprised, for sure. Okay,
That's
so
great.
those of you who are surprised basically go, that's like only 50 yards away or less, and there's a whole bunch of goblins. And it basically looks like they're sort of spilling out of a bag. They're coming out of the trees, but they're tripping and stumbling and falling and rolling out into the grass
Says
as
deer
they're
mood in your
bursting out
face or
from the jungle. Maybe about half of them stay on their feet, the rest of them sort of just pile out like someone's pouring them out of the jungle.
Well,
And they're still gathering. So you got 20 or 30 at least already and still fumbling out of the wood. So for those of you who are not surprised, beginning with someone who rolled a 6 or higher.
I got 6. Me.
Plenty of 6. Oh, lots of 6s. Okay. So we're going to go with Charlotte, as she's one of the least easily surprised, followed by FaZe, and then we'll go to the humans. And I'm sorry, Leon. You rolled a 6 too?
Yeah,
I'm sure he's on gnome with
So
pointy ears.
Charlotte
It's almost
first,
like
two
I'm
of you, and then
inferior
two
or
of you.
something.
And it's generic unless you jump into combat. Okay? What are you planning on doing? You see them pouring out. The goblins have not noticed you at the moment, but they are only 34 yards away.
I'm gonna grab Janie and kind of like backtrack a bit.
Okay?
big
Step backwards.
Alright. Straight back where you are, still in view, or you want to kind of go into the jungle?
What direction are they going?
They're just pouring out, so you're going this way, and they're just pouring out in front of you.
Go off
coming
into the
towards
tree
us?
line a bit.
No,
to
they're pouring out of the woods, perpendicular. So this
Okay.
is you, this is the woods line, and they're doing this. So they're going to stop basically right in front of you at 30 yards.
Gonna go into the woods line.
Okay, so the two of you are retreating into the tree line,
Thank God.
a little bit back from where you
I was
were.
kind of surprised.
And she's surprised, and you're carrying her, you're playing straight up, and she, what do you weigh?
Like like 88 pounds.
Yeah, so you just basically pick her up under your arm and hustle back in there, okay?
Who else surprised?
So then you're the next. The two of you are Eldon, so you guys are the next least likely, least surprisable. So what are you guys doing?
Who all is surprised right now?
You don't know. Would you like to pause long enough to find out?
I'll take a glance. Just see if anyone's going, whoa!
So you can hold a second one.
FaZe is just getting behind those two because he doesn't like the idea of being in the front.
Okay, yeah, I'm in the front all of a sudden. Yep, that sounds a good idea. Okay, so you hustle into the woods. You feel comfortable in the woods.
Not a front
Woods are
layer.
a thing for you. You like that.
A little bit, yeah. Half of me.
Did I see who?
Oh, she got behind us.
Okay,
Extra
so
one.
you turn around and glance. You may roll wisdom check at half.
At half?
Yes, because this is happening very rapidly if you want to get before the goblins are beginning to notice. 30 yards away, they're pouring out in front of you. As soon as they spot you, they're going to go, oh, look, dinner! But right now, they're not yet.
Got
Back
it.
into the woods.
Okay.
Everybody back.
You scan. So who is surprised that rolled a
Boxes
1?
only made like 11.
Okay, it was only Jane. Who was surprised that rolled a 2? Only Jake. Okay, so you scan immediately and see only Jake is the next.
I don't think I can move Jake. Okay, I'll run over.
Glance at Jake. He's almost twice your height. And
Plate
easily
armor.
twice your weight. And what's your strength?
10.
Yeah.
Also
you could,
has plate
You
armor.
could shove him.
Twice your weight without the plate armor.
Like you could hustle him along like this, but you're not going to pick him up.
It would be
I'll
like
try to
Janie.
just guide him behind a tree.
It would be like Autumn trying to move Chris.
So,
Trying to pick him. Except we'd have to
Josh
go
will
trying to move you, yeah.
and wearing plate armor.
Chris in plate armor, yeah.
okay. So he's trying to hustle you into the trees, and it jars you some from your sleepishness or that moments of surprise, and so you can kind of let him move you along. You're not really under your own power, but you're moving your legs.
What are you doing?
Okay. So Theon and Jake are trying to head for the trees.
I
Okay.
really don't feel like more than a copious amount of balance at the moment.
A lot. Not you don't have enough. We can do them by groups of 5.
Usually our goblins were roll.
So, yeah, goblins occur in D4 times 100. Oh, maybe you have enough for
Oh, that looks about right.
You got 100 easy.
Oh my god.
Are they piling up?
Okay, so I think we can do 2. Anyway, so then we come to Basil.
And start casting Improved Phantasmal Close.
Wow.
Okay, standing in the open,
Yes.
so they will know that you're there. And you're going to fight all. You want to fight all of the goblins.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh,
All right.
very classy, mate. Very classy.
All right. And Mark, what is Mark doing? You were not surprised, correct?
I'm trying to beat my record of 40.
So you see
Oh, they're goblins.
all the goblins piling out of the woods. Here, let's do this. So we'll
I'm
get
trying
a
to
visual picture.
And one of these days we're gonna leave Bazor to his own devices and he's gonna end up killing himself.
Today just may be a day.
We could have with the
He
vulture.
almost died to a group of vultures.
I'm trying to beat the record of 42.
After
42 goblin kills in one
after
combat.
dropping a giant, almost.
This is why we're
The
not
next
part
day.
of
So
this
you
group.
want to fight?
Almost dying
So
of
you're
vulture.
going to charge forward into the goblins.
Yeah.
Wait, don't do that.
Okay. So you rolled a 5.
Mark
Dex
the barbarian.
bonus. What's your dex?
16.
Is it 16? Okay, so that makes 6. What did you roll on your dice?
6.
6. And the dex bonus?
Plus 1.
That's 7.
16 dex.
Okay, so you start casting just before, about a segment before he starts running forward.
So one segment cast time.
Finally gonna get a dwarf in the party.
Roof Phantasm?
I'm not sure.
I doubt it's 1.
It's 1 or 2.
Goodbye, Bart or Brutson.
Eric, one of these weeks you need to get with your dad and off time and we'll get that dwarf rolled up.
Oh no, he feels confident that he's going to survive.
I got a
He's
deep.
only on his second character.
I got a deep.
Yeah, the first one literally committed suicide unwillingly.
Base die. Yeah, my
I don't
bring
know
back.
if that makes
Yeah,
sense,
makes
but...
Sense. Okay, improved phantasmal
Everybody
force is
said
2
goodbye to
segments.
Brutson.
Okay, so, however, it will take him over a segment to cover that. So if you do whatever it is that you're doing
Brunson. Base one.
right away once the spell goes off, you can do it before it gets there. Okay? So, Mark,
They both start with B's. No, my
now when I was playing him last session, I switched him to hand axes.
Yeah.
Okay? You have 4 hand axes. You can actually throw the hand axes as you're approaching. You throw up to 2 hand axes.
And then
you
you still
just
have
will
I
attack
think would
with
actually
it.
do that.
Okay.
Probably wouldn't use
So
one,
Mark
but-
charges forward, whipping hand axes at the goblins. Roll to hit, sir.
6.
I know Charlotte because she's the only girl.
So you got Dex bonus plus 1, so that makes it 7.
Yeah.
And your stack goes now down to...
19.
Is that 18? 18. Dex 18 is 30.
Oh yeah, that's 18.
So...
Corn
that's
of the bread.
You gotta roll higher than that. Second axe. For the second one. He throws the second hand axe and hits. Okay? And hand axes do a d6.
What strength or?
Nope. 3 up to 6.
There's another spell
6, yep.
called Cleanliness. It's how it's called.
Okay, so you wounded one of the goblins, but it doesn't.
One is like
count.
ability, one is count.
And then you just
Pretty
pick up the
nice.
extra 2 hand axes and you charge it. Now, when you attack,
That's
with
not
the
one's
hand
more
axe,
like
you're not
personality
at
based, and one's more looks.
Okay, so you're gonna the first attack is at -1 to hit. The second attack is at -3 to hit, but you get 2 attacks around instead of 1, and you get your strength bonus on every attack. So that offsets part of the.
Like
so the first attack would actually be still +1 to hit, and the second attack would be -1 to hit, but they both do d6 plus 2 damage, which is basically the option to attack one. Also, goblins are single hit dice creatures, which means you can attack, because you're a 3rd level character, you can attack 3 times per round. So fighters can do that.
If you don't want to miss any of the story, Low Moon Origins, Uprising, or Outsiders, like and follow our podcast. Please share it with friends.
So that means he gets 4 total or 6 total?
Hey, we gotta ready our minesweepers.
So,
Sonic Blast.
in this case, the 2-handed sword might have
They're not very
weapon,
smart.
but you wouldn't have got those 3 attacks yet.
You gotta do it at the same time.
Something first. Okay? So, we have it. So, out in the open,
Once we see the
Brunson
horde, then we'll do it on the
was not surprised, correct?
Correct.
Wait
Okay. So,
wait
you
for the
realize.
start showing up,
What was
and
your
then
roll
do it
on the dice?
everyone again.
6.
6 dex bonus?
If you do it now, you're only going to take out
3.
10. It could be like
Okay.
100.
So, actually, you realize that. Bazor is casting a spell. Mark intends to charge, but you can actually act as that's happening. He throws his hand axes and he's going forward.
Run back, run away.
I guess I'm going to. How far away are the goblins from us?
30 or so yards.
And they're coming right at us?
No, they're just pouring out of the woods.
Oh.
They're not. They don't even.
Initially,
know
they
where
had not even noticed you.
Well, they probably do now. Cause
They will. They will now because he's
Pretty sure that's my
throwing
dice.
axes.
Let's run.
Is he going to get there before I can cast a fireball?
Pretty sure you took my die right there.
Yes.
I gotta sit.
Yes.
I cast a fireball towards the back of the goblin.
So that's easy. He's only gonna. He'll only hit the front of the goblin. So.
Sorry.
Yeah, you could target. You could go to the back. You could go into the woods for that matter. You see, they're pouring out of the woods. So you could go
Right at
to
the edge
back
of the woods
and up
or
kind of
something?
into the edge of the woods, however far back you can see. It should
Yeah.
fry the back of the pack and also whatever's still.
Ooh, you're ready in a fireball?
Okay.
So that's what I'll do.
All right. So
And then I'll
Brunson
retreat.
plants his feet and begins to yell and wave his arm. Hey, and he's doing something. Meanwhile, Bazor's going. Grunting and weaving
How's the canopy look?
reality into what?
Is the canopy like real
Almost
dense?
100%.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh man.
Okay. So Mark does throw the axes, and it's just about to arrive. Bazor's spell goes off.
Okay.
What
I'm gonna
crafting of reality are you doing?
I'm gonna create like a giant crater and
Vultures.
cut it right through like here.
Okay, so you're going to put a hole in the ground through the middle of the pack.
Your signature goblin offense.
That's fine.
Ooh. Yeah,
No,
they all
to-
fall in the
to
hole and then I
push out this
fireball
way
the
a
hole.
And then if there's one alive,
Make it like
you got him back there.
yay wide.
Okay.
Or we do it at the same time. Just for
So as they're falling. Okay, so they're rolling and falling out of the woods. The ones that are still coming out of the woods some of them are falling into the crater, and some of them were already out of the woods were laying on the ground, falling into the crater immediately, and so on. And I'm checking to see, making sure there's, if any of them are really super wise and not believing in the crater. So by and large, most of them are believing in the crater, and
Bazor makes a Sarlacc pit.
Both of you can roll a d20 for me.
Who?
Bazor and Brunson.
2.
7.
Okay. Both of you would say about 20 or so goblins fell into the crater. Crater's still
broken
there.
any records yet.
Crater's still there, so as more are coming out, more are falling in. Okay? It's like this.
Just deforce mark it or something?
Okay?
Use the,
Tomorrow?
I got these people.
Yay, great. Oh, I have 40.
It's bigger than that.
It's like the cartoons are running.
The ones falling into the crater, are they dying on impact, or is it not that deep?
No, most of them are not dying, but they are being.
I should have made it deeper.
Did any die?
And the ones you can see.
The first ones are probably being
falling,
injured. The later ones are probably falling on top of them, and it's so.
It's getting ugly. Okay? And so.
But you never charge.
You were riding
Never charge and lose the
Okay?
illusionist.
So, this round you can attack 3 times versus the goblins.
Okay.
But it's only going to start with the first one because then he's falling off. So roll the hit, d20. That's a natural 20. That's definitely a hit. Okay, so you take that, so you roll a d6.
Did you take out 2 goblins with that roll?
Oh, no.
Dan, you already missed this.
Rolling a 1 on damage. Okay, it doesn't matter, you killed him anyway. Alright? So you killed the goblin.
Plus 5 damage.
I went goblin. Sorry, you killed the goblin.
He can get a 1 on every roll and still kill every time.
He looks at you like, "Hey!" And you hit him in the side of the head. You took part of his head off and he gets out.
That's really funny.
He was surprised to see you there suddenly with the hand axe. Okay? And the fireball goes off.
Can I hit it at the back edge of the crater so I hit the crater and behind it too, or no?
Roll a d20.
I don't believe the crater. A 7.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can do that. The closer you come forward, the more risky it is to wash over. Also, the question is, are there more goblins in the woods, or are there more goblins out of the woods at this point? Bearing in mind that he just dropped 20 of them in the crater. Outside the crater, outside the woods, there's only a half dozen goblins.
Oh.
So if you don't target back into the woods enough to hit the ones that are still coming out, your damage potential is going to be considerably less.
Gotcha. Okay, I'll hit the wood line.
You could throw the fireball completely in the crater, which would hit all the guys that would fall. They would all be dead, but then you're not going to get hardly anybody in the woods.
Yeah, I'll hit the ones in the woods.
Okay, so you're going to target the back edge of this pack, get the 3 that didn't fall in, plus whatever's in the woods. Right? As much as you can. Okay, roll 46.
Why is it 4?
That's the number of goblins that you're hitting.
Roll a 40.
1, 5, 1,
7,
5,
12 plus 6 is 18. So your 18 goblins are going to die.
Oh, he's coming up on my count.
What's that?
He's coming up on my count already.
Yes. So all 18 goblins die. The woods is on fire. The bodies are smoking. The whole place begins to stink of burnt flesh.
Burnt goblin flesh.
Druids and rangers have a new enemy.
Trees are displeased about the trees being on fire.
Yeah.
Nah, he's got 1 minimum.
Our eyes turn red.
Okay. Aaron, need to roll a d20.
Okay. I got you, man.
As the flames lift over the back edge of the pit, and they burn some of the goblins that, in theory, would be out of reach if there was no pit. But there is a pit, right? Is there a pit?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have the opportunity to affect the saving throw with your wisdom bonus positively or negatively.
So, wait, what do I do?
Fail to save and believe the pit, you will lose control of the spell.
I want to believe. So I'm trying to believe in the pit.
You want to believe in the pit?
Is precognition instantaneous? Like for short term?
No.
Josh. The pit. Broke my leg in the pit.
Control on its own, it would be.
Is it going to be the pit of despair?
No, it's the Parks and Rec.
So I can make it. I can give them a negative to their wisdom bonus if I believe in it.
If you fail this save, you lose control of the spell, and the pit becomes real.
Don't even try thinking.
Okay.
Escape.
So do you want it to be real or not? Is the question. And then add you already rolled the save. You rolled a 9. So wisdom for or against.
I'm gonna give it no bonus.
Okay.
No bonuses.
All right. You don't need to roll again. So what was your save versus spell?
12.
So you failed to save it.
I failed it anyway. Alright, it's real!
Right, so you lose control of the spell, but the pit is real, and the goblins that are in the pit don't take damage from the fireball at all. The flames wash over, but it doesn't affect them. They get shelter from the pit. Okay?
Good job, man.
There is a huge pit there, and there would be goblins falling into it, but they're all dead. All the ones that weren't going to fall into it.
What was that spell?
Okay?
Toasty oats.
Okay, so we're going to finish Mark and then go to regular initiative. Alright? So you've got 2 attacks. And a few unsurprised goblins. There are 3 of them that are on the front that did not fall into the pit and may attack you back if you don't kill them.
Kill them.
That's going to miss. Try again. That's going to hit. Roll d6.
How dark is it in the woods?
1 kills him. He's rolled a 1 on damage every time so far. He's got a streak going. You may catch up to Josh.
Work that stuff out now. Work that stuff out now, because we're going to need it later.
Alright, anyway, you killed another one. Alright, but there are 2 there, and they will potentially return fire on you.
How dark is it in the woods?
It's very dim. There's some green. It's like black with hints of green, is what you see. Okay? So, Mark, 2 goblins attacking back. 1 hit. Take 3 points of damage, sir. So he hand axed you back. You missed him with your hand axe.
He said, let me ask you a question.
Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. You too can make the world a better place.
39.
Max 39 now, minus 3.
You could just do tallies.
Okay. And, alright, that ends basically surprise. The goblins are pouring out of the woods and trying to form up, basically, is what they're trying to do. There's a few more that fall in the pit, maybe 3. The ones that are in the pit are beginning to form up and like try to help each other get out of the pit and stuff like that.
No! Stay in the pit!
Why did we fight these guys?
So many goblins that they moved the trees.
Why couldn't we just hide?
The trees were not well anchored.
Is it time to
And
make
a
a new Jake?
tsunami.
Okay. So as we begin the actual round,
I learned from that mistake.
that's the gems represent 1 goblin.
How many are there roughly?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then 8, so 18 outside the pit.
That's a considerable amount.
About 30 so far in the pit.
That's a considerable amount.
Okay?
Well, time to
And
get
so
to work, kids.
it is a new round, and we'll roll.
Time to use our minds.
They're still coming out of the woods?
Yes.
Oh.
Ladies first?
I got that round.
Me too.
Those.
You're probably going first, though. You're faster.
I got technically a D7. My plus 1 or whatever.
No, 6. 6 for me.
Alright.
I get a bonus.
So everyone's rolling initiative. Add D6, add your dex bonus.
11 is plus
And I'm
0.
going to split my goblins into that side of the pit. That side of the pit.
Which side are you trying to do?
Hmm?
Which side are you trying to do?
Oh,
Okay.
Let's get that bonus.
They did not get it.
I'll just do it, you know.
Something, but they ran.
Is it dark in here? Like in the
Dim light.
canopy?
Dim light.
It is dark in the woods, yes. But
I got-
you're not in the woods, but I mean, you're on the edge of the woods.
Oh, don't you have
It's
a point of
spell,
darkness?
you're at the edge of the woods.
I do.
Oh, I see where.
All this took place just outside the woods. Okay?
I won't be able to see.
All right,
I'll have to aim it before.
Game Master's caveat. This is a random encounter. Random encounters are not supposed to take the entire session. Let's keep it rolling. Okay, here we go.
Hey, you're the one that threw 1,000 goblins at us. So, okay, buddy.
Roll the 1 on every stat, that equals hundreds of goblins. Not my fault. Okay?
You're the game master. You can always change that.
I can, but why would anyone want to change that roll? I have no idea.
So you should add like 5 to the roll. That would make it better.
That would be no goblins.
Exactly.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's just goblins.
So, initiative 10, 9, 8. Okay, Deanna is 8. You're in the edge of the forest. What do you do?
Keep hiding.
Delay for more than 6 seconds. I'm going on to the next segment.
I guess I just.
You hesitate for a segment.
I guess I just sit out in the middle and prepare myself.
Okay.
Because I really don't want to rush into that.
All right, so you're holding in the woods with cover, basically.
Yes.
All right, that was an 8. So holding 7.
7.
Right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna do Psionic Blast.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna.
Sign again.
Probably want to angle yourself to get the best effect.
What would be the
So
best
you probably have to
angle?
move to like here.
Climbs a tree.
I'll do that.
You wiggle through some stumps and vines and stuff, and where you can see them all. And then use
How come I didn't get signed?
Vines and full
with
pines.
stumps and
She
vines.
grunts,
Oh, wait, I haven't
aims
even
her
worked
mental
with you.
powers
You've
at the
got
goblins,
tags
who
and
are
defense of this.
generally
Stumps and
mentally
vines
weak, so
full
that's
of
probably a
pines.
good call.
She's doing that thing that gave me a headache earlier.
Fell off a tree and broke
Telling
my
them about her
spine.
exploits.
What, drinking alcohol?
Alright, so
Didn't
they're
think I
way
was
down on the
smart
chart.
just like
Okay. So the front of the edge is considered
Just
short
so
range. And then they go, then the middle of the pack and back
That could
would
be
be
a
medium range. So that gives them a little better saving throw.
Could have been a bard.
So,
That could have been a
we'll
bard.
do it by, there's 6,
I thought you
7
said-
there.
At the gay bar.
Oh, no. I said it could have been a bard.
I understand now.
What?
Once the party gets high enough level, if I die, I'm gonna make a bard.
Oh my goodness.
No, because when I die, I'm bringing
8
demons
out of
back.
7 die.
Oh,
I'm
really?
gonna try to.
Just have a bunch of bards, dwarf and bard and deer moon.
I'm sure
Okay.
dwarves can be bards.
The 6
Gonna be fighters and thieves.
goblins here all fall
I know
down.
bards get
Unconscious,
druid
sleeping, or
spells
dead.
and they can't do spells.
They fall down.
There might be a...
They lay
Any of
their
them get
crowns.
confused when they attack each
Maybe
other?
we could do a little low moon specialty.
Died, fell into a
Dwarves
coma,
that
or went to sleep,
Some other special
or were stunned.
Other
Those
than
are the-
And
some
only,
other special
Now,
ability.
only
next
being
one
a
is
bard is a
confused.
dwarven
So now
specialty.
is actually
No,
a
it's like
possibility.
It's like a paladin
Or
rogue.
you melt
Okay.
it.
The goblins in the
Special
pit.
low moon.
They're working together in the pit and so on.
Where it's a
Okay.
bard, but they get something other than druid spells.
Alright, so you guys don't actually get the full results, but Janny can see there are about 4 goblins in the pit that seem to be unaffected. All of the others are either dead, unconscious, or asleep.
Hooray!
In the pit?
So she's taken out 32 so far if you're counting.
Where was your focus at?
Dude!
Where was your focus at?
Stop it! No!
I don't know.
It's a cone.
No.
It starts here and
Yeah.
it spreads out as it goes out.
So I would recognize.
Bad
I would
druid.
definitely recognize this effect too, right?
Where's a roll-up
Nah, don't
newspaper?
answer. I know mine was higher.
Okay.
Roll-up
Backside
newspaper.
there.
No.
I got the most kills so far.
Hey.
Those aren't kills. They're just sleeping.
Backside there.
MVP, dude.
Yeah.
MVP.
Defeats.
It only counts if it's a sleep spell.
Something like that.
Oh, no. That's not true.
Well, they're down. They're either dead,
Either counts
in a
for both
coma,
or counts for
sleeping, or
none.
stunned.
No.
Oh.
They're down on the ground. Is the point. So we took out the middle of that
You're a
backside.
druid too. What would you know?
Okay.
But would I know? I would know a lot.
All right, and
Being
so
a
that was in
man
7, right?
of the wood.
Okay. Any other 7s? 6.
Me.
Now you're grasping at vines.
Okay.
Sonic Wave 2. I'm the biggest group that are not
Sonic
dead,
Boom
asleep,
2,
or
the
stunned.
Wavening.
Okay. Well, there are no clumpy big groups.
Oh, then never mind. I ain't
There's
doing
the
that.
2 there, 3 there.
Just do it in the woods.
No, I'm not.
Probably just keep these off.
I don't want to use it unless I know it's going to hit a lot.
Off to you.
I only have 40 points. I don't have 1,000 points like you.
That's true.
I can't be wasteful
Can
with
you
my
recharge
points.
them?
Yeah, you
Sleeping.
can.
Or resting.
Just over
or
time.
He can,
Messing
or
with
he
each
can
other.
transfer magic, but
Well, this is
Yeah,
from
I can break
This is
apart my
special
wizard
from
spells,
14.
but
the online MMO.
I don't know how many I have.
I don't want to do that because my spells are fun. My spells can be useful later.
Mr. Special Psionic Man.
I have to think what's going to be useful
So
later.
she decimated the goblins that were out of the woods.
And I don't want to fireball the woods
Okay.
because that wouldn't be a very druid thing to do.
It's already on fire. It can't get much worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on fire now. You
But
have
I
to
would-
think about rain if you can come up with a way to do that.
It could be more on fire.
Call lightning on it. That
You probably have to
rain,
have
right?
run some
Yeah,
set the
let's
woods
do
on fire. Remember that 1 minimum?
Yeah.
Went down to 0.
I would draw and cry.
So that was an 8, 7.
Totally worth it.
Any other 7s?
Totally.
7?
6.
That was 6.
6.
Sixes.
Okay, we're in 6s.
So So yeah, the big clumps are all.
So the vast majority of living goblins are still in the jungle. There are only 5 goblins outside the jungle that are not otherwise stunned, comatose, or dead. As of initiative 6.
All right.
Are there any like coming up in front of the pit at all? Like on our side of the pit?
See the dots? Those represent goblins. They're all down and dead. There's 4 that are in the pit that are alive and still trying to get out. 2, 3. Everything else is in the pit.
Sorry, how many are outside of the pit?
Now you 5. You do.
Do any of them have like bows?
You could go out in the woods and try to nail the ones that are still in the woods before they even come out. That is a possibility. But bear in mind, they're not nearly as clumped together. They're all...
Okay. Yeah, I'll try and do that. I'll go to the woods, see if there's...
Or you could just hold action and see what they do.
Do I hear a lot of like noise out in the woods area at all?
Yeah.
Decent amount?
Yep. It sounds like a giant creeping crowd of goblins, basically.
Right, I'll go in that direction a bit, just to get an idea of what's out there.
Okay. So something like... Oops.
Yes.
We're going to die.
Well, because someone wanted to beat Jake's goblin count.
He wanted to beat his own goblin.
So you move up, you look. So you basically, it's kind of like this in the woods.
And then Janie blew him on the wall.
They're scattered all around, but there's a lot of them. The space in between each one is maybe 3 to 5 feet.
3 to 5.
All right, and my cone probably reach about what, this far? That's 15
30
feet.
yards.
Oh, it's 30. Oh.
Yeah. So how can you reach all the way across that pack?
All right, I'll go ahead and blast the pack. Yeah.
All right. Blast the pack. And this would actually be in 5. Were there other 6s first before we did 5?
Yes, 6.
Okay.
I go in 5.
I'm retreating back into the woods with my companions that are also retreating.
Okay. So you're further back in the woods. Okay.
Getting out of bowfire, in other words.
Yeah, because they will eventually get around to doing things like that.
Yes.
Okay.
That's really cool.
Oh, Leviathan.
All right. And
Leviathan.
I come up with a way to
so in 5, the sonic blast goes off. Who else has 5?
Me.
You have 5.
Didn't his soul get destroyed?
So we have 3 5s.
Yeah,
coming.
but his face or memory of him didn't. He didn't know him personally, but he's seen him once.
Maybe he has a picture or something.
So basically half of the goblins that you hit thins them out is what happens.
Never met him.
Let's get back into the woods. Okay?
What's up, Scott?
So did you catch that? Basically you took out about half. They fell down either dead, in a coma, or sleeping, or stunned. So you're spinning around. And now they're like every 5 to 10 feet.
Okay.
There's still plenty of goblins. And you hear noise as if there's still lots of them in the woods.
Alright.
Okay? And then 5s.
Me.
Charge the goblins.
I have in 6, I should say 6 and 5. The goblins are beginning to press forward. So they're taking positions like there's a tree here, and they're like by the tree. There's a tree here, and they're by this tree. Clumping by this tree.
I have a question
like
out of play.
You see them, and the ones in the back you see have short bows.
Uh-oh.
You look up into the woods, you see there's 3 by that tree, 3 by that tree, 3 by that tree, 3 by that tree, and a line like an arc along the back that's getting short bows.
Basically, gonna find the spirit.
They're beginning to take a military formation, basically. But it's inside the jungle, so it's all over broken terrain, vines, roots, down trees.
And so she goes.
Also, you notice that it's
pretty
kind of
much
quieter.
scares her into getting like
A lot less.
Sense of blast.
Okay, and so okay, Jake,
you got more because you blasted first. I took out your leftover.
Oh, dex check.
Yay! Jake is my distraction.
That's when.
Yep. Okay, so it would normally take
in the
you
second game, she
2 segments to reach the first pack of goblins. You're just going to try to charge. These are bowmen. You want to just kind of like go toward the bowmen, or do you want to go toward like 3 melee goblins that are clustered?
Get the bowmen.
Whatever's moving towards the party is what I probably do.
Nothing's really moving. They're forming up at this point.
Get the bowmen.
Well, then I would just wade into the nearest group of goblins.
Okay. You're going to get, what level are you? 4?
Yeah, just
You're going to get 4 attacks around anyway.
Shuyin and
So you'd be wise to probably go where they're clumped and try to be
Len
more
was
efficient
something.
and get 4 attacks on 3 guys instead of 4 attacks on maybe 2 guys.
I mean, I can probably take out like 1 or 2 or swing, so.
Scott.
No, you don't want to swing, probably.
Jake's mind, he's taking out a few per swing.
Okay, so anyway, it would normally take you 2 segments. You started in 5. So at segment 3, which you normally do that, you're still crawling over bushes and branches and pushing your way through. And you're getting a little winded in the process because you're not, there's no level terrain.
We have Genesis from 7.
Okay, so that'll start, we'll be in 3 and you'll go from there. So who else was in 5?
I am.
Okay, so
He's from Crisis Core.
You
He's
said
got a
yours
really
one
cool
was
sword.
Showboys?
It's probably my
Yes, they are
favorite
getting
fantasy
close
sword.
Okay, I'll go for.
Which is a big statement.
Okay.
Bowstring.
So you got 3 bowmen right there that are kind of lined up neatly for you. You only get 2 shots, however.
Nice.
Roll it.
16.
In the chili bowl. That's nice.
16 and 16,
Okay, both
and
hit.
they're -1 arrows.
They're both dead. They're both dead. Doing an natural roll.
Okay. Everything go female.
So they had
Yay for dead goblins.
Oh yeah, I gotta do that too.
Okay.
Do what?
Jenny's
Base
got
on
+1.
Okay, so out of play. So
They had their first.
Bezor saw Galarin fight the ogres in the
They had their first.
Would he be able to remember
They're
how he
not
looked?
Yeah.
No, he didn't?
What they're
They
banned.
had 2 cards.
Or they were nursing him back to health.
And
No, he wasn't with the party at that point yet.
Okay. But yeah, I
I
don't
forget the name of the other
You
one.
think so?
They're both common, so.
Roll.
What are you looking for? She's looking for.
I was just trying to do like a cosmetic,
Both
like
cards were part of the deck
make,
called
like I was
Turbo.
gonna make someone
Turbo
who's
something.
like a really good archer just to shoot them for me, but
Perhaps you'd like to write for Low Moon Adventures. The Prince Albert series on Kindle is a short story series where you can write your own based on our prompts and donate them or donate half their profit to the ministry.
I was trying to make it look like Galarin just to be.
Oh, okay.
Let's make another shot.
Real broken.
Okay.
Silly broken mold deck.
I'm gonna start casting a Phantasm Force.
Okay. Do be aware, I mean, if
But it
you
looks like
keep
when you
control of
use
your
it,
Phantasm
yeah.
Force and you keep switching it through your duration to various things,
Right.
that's
Magic
so
and
when they become real, that becomes a problem.
It's one of the things he does with it.
Once you shift it to
Okay.
reality. Okay,
Gives you really good
this
backstory
is,
on
and
Sephiroth.
just so everyone's aware,
How he
this
turned
is
evil.
10:30 in the morning at the latest, and you're on the way to the Caves of Chaos.
Well, we were.
That's what it is.
Now we're dealing with.
Now we gotta go back and camp again and get spells back.
Go back and hit the rest button again, okay, because you
And
have
then-
too much energy.
Then he rolls a 1.
Alright, so you'll be casting in 5, spell goes off in 4, so any other 5s? 4. Okay, goblins, the goblin archers have formed up in 4, and they would normally go missile fire, but they've formed up and they're going to fire now. Okay? And so, Jake first.
Yeah, didn't
3 goblins fire at
That's
you.
not cool.
Ouch.
I have. I don't
Missed.
think my spoiler. I have it signed.
Missed.
Created
Missed. Okay, so
They're
half
bad
dozen
at
arrows
aiming.
come zooming through your area, one bangs off your shield, one feebly hits your leg plate.
You're just like Neo blocking.
Okay? Phase.
That'd be what Ren would do. At
3
least.
goblins. 1 hit.
Autumn and Jen.
Still only 1 hit.
I'm
2
doing
hits.
I want to make a monkey thing.
Phase is hit twice.
Oh, now I'm dead.
7 points of damage.
And he's down.
I'm mostly dead. No, not mostly dead.
Yes. When your phase getting
I
shot
can
is
minor
a
heal.
scary thing.
He's have
If you don't quit,
Okay?
I'm under
Janet,
half. We'll put it that
What's
way.
up?
No spells for you.
3 on you.
I'm under half
oh no!
1
by
hit.
2 points.
Still one hit.
Living on a prayer.
Only one hit.
Faye's gonna die.
4 points.
Squidward on a chair.
Alright.
Okay. So arrows are flying, 30, 40 arrows. This is not a small amount of arrows. They're just not all that accurately aimed. Quite a few of the arrows went at Jake, and some like skimmed off his shield and armor and stuff. He looked very impressive as their feeble attempts to take down the heavily armored knight. Who is a nice one. Make a great what?
Palette and something.
That was wise.
Why don't we just stick with Cavalier for now on?
Don't push it.
Yeah. Paladin's pushing a little too
Templar.
far. Templar. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Mark. Outside the woods. 2 goblins fire at Mark.
Merc.
1 hit. Oops. And just 1 hit. Mark takes
How many dice do you think
6 points of damage.
Good
How
job.
many
Mark.
dice do you think?
Okay. Okay, so those who are on the back edge here, I'm going to do D3 minus 1, so you may get nobody to shoot at you. Brunson. None.
Yay.
Theon.
Is it 14?
1. No hits.
16.
Charlotte. 1. And I upped that slightly because of your
Usually
killing
it's really
them.
good.
And you're hit once for 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay. Bazor. Okay, now they are firing in 5, and your spell's going off 5, so even if they hit you, it won't ruin the spell.
Okay.
Aaron.
So,
And 2 shoot at you, though. They are targeted by 2. Missed. Okay, all missed.
good, good.
Actually, like you roll some of these dice. Tim is going to start rolling for the goblins. If he kills you, it's not my fault. They're good goblins. All right.
No, we're still playing.
It's on. Okay. Okay.
If I die, I end up being their brother again.
The melee goblins do not charge. They are still forming up. They want to get clumped up in good units so they can be fireball and stuff. Because goblins are really.
See, what you're supposed to do is.
Okay.
No, because the DM wants to get the random encounter over with.
Okay, that was 5. And then 5, they.
Don't push it
the
down.
phantasmal force go off. It goes off, and what do we see?
From my side of the tree, the goblins on the other side, I'm going to have an archer with a longbow. He's got a hood up, so I don't have to deal with his face.
Okay.
And he steps out, and he has 2 arrows knocked at a time.
Okay.
And then I'm going to make the arrows curve into the goblins without missing.
All right, awesome. Counting on their lack of wisdom. Okay, would you like to try to take out these 3 guys that are in the middle to start with?
Please. Otherwise, I will die.
One miniature to represent the newly summoned
I can heal you.
knight. Oh, perfect.
Ranger.
I got mine in
There you go.
I know, I just got hit again. If I get hit, I'm almost dead.
Okay, so this guy's
If
right
I get hit
here.
once, I'm almost dead.
We have to vote, but
I have 18 hit points to start with. Max.
And
I have 32.
he fires 2 arrows at a time. He fires, 2 arrows at each of the 3 goblins?
I'm on the
He fires
1 arrow at each of the
one
3 goblins?
one at each of the 3, yeah. Well,
level 5, level 3,
one
I
at
have 18.
one at. So he does 1 at one at another one, and then 2 at another, because it's like 2 volleys.
Alright.
I want a minor hero phase.
Okay. And you actually can do that at the end of the round because you only sign a attack and you can do it this spell.
I'm basically level 4.
Alright, so
and I
then
have
you
18
roll your
hit
d6.
points.
Janny touches you on your foot.
I got it.
My foot!
And you get 6 points back.
Feels better. The arrow's
Your
gone.
body feels better.
My
The
foot
gentle
goes.
press on your foot
How
makes
many?
your body feel better.
6.
Okay, roll 2d20.
Nice.
I got a perfect 6, though.
Okay, so the front goblin goes
I could
down.
have used my staff.
Such a cute kitty.
Roll a d20.
I do have 3 insanity points.
Yes, his second arrow
I
of his
have
first
1
volley is
insanity
missing.
and an insanity point.
6.
And I
Okay,
never
and it
found out
still
what it was
misses.
yet.
Because you're not all that good with arrows. You can make them look better, but you still aren't very good at that kind of thing. All right. Second volley goes off, and now at this point we would put one arrow in each of them.
Yes.
Okay.
What are you at now?
Roll 2d20.
1 and 6.
Okay. The one on the left is hit and killed.
What are you at now?
Oh, hold on.
I'm down
That's
5.
he's able to save. All right. And so then this one is missing. You're trying to redirect it.
7.
Okay, it's still missing, but it's a little high. Would you like to redirect it and maybe have it hit a goblin in the background?
Yes.
Okay, roll again.
Crazy.
Like this is
6.
Final Fantasy
Okay,
with
missed,
all
but there's still one goblin way in the back that you could try to hit.
Yes.
Funko Pops. You know, the figures.
7. No, wait.
Yeah, but that's Frank.
I know something had,
11.
like, at least 300.
Okay, you missed. Would you like the arrow to come back? I mean,
Logic.
you
Yes.
still see it cleanly.
Hey, Ron.
Okay.
I would like to come back and try and bring it through all 3 of them.
Okay. Then turn around and come back and hit it from behind. Okay, roll it again.
10.
Missed. Okay, next
Be
one.
careful.
High number would be
You might
good.
be-
11.
Higher than that.
Wait, no, this one's 17.
Okay, that's
It's
gonna
worth like
hit.
2-3
All right,
grand.
now he's got a. He gets hit
For
in the
Funko
back with an
collection.
arrow, and he fails to save.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
Gen Con.
I would just make it this guy for convenience sake. All right, so what happened was
There's an app that
Bazelor's
you can track his collection.
knight friend, who was recently summoned, fires 2 arrows, one of which hits and kills a goblin. He fires a second 2 arrows, one of which hits and kills a goblin. The second arrow missed, and then flew off in the woods and missed another goblin, and then flew off in the woods and missed another goblin. Then it turned around 180 degrees, came back and shot the first goblin in the back.
Really?
I didn't know they were doing that.
It's a boomer arrow.
They can't, Charles, they can't. Okay.
Tyler goes, that was me.
Wait, now you're going to have to ask Bazor to train you in the bow.
In the boomerang.
His friend needs to train him in the bow.
Okay. All right. So the goblins that are out. Okay, but we're in. That was 5. 4. What's your initiative, by the way? When I say 6, you're supposed to say me?
No, that was last round. Roll again.
Oh, roll low because you're low. 4. Okay, so in 5. All right, we're in 5. That's where we're.
Oh, it's a
at
new
right now.
round.
Okay. So did you want to go kill those other goblins over there?
Yeah.
Okay. So you run over to kill goblins. Okay. That's a hit. Roll the second one right now.
Put that level 4 in there.
You know, a hit
Now that's
roll
how
up
you
that.
be an
Oh,
archer.
that's close though. That's 8. Oh, then it's your second one. So.
Why is my brain not better at forcing my version of reality
That's a
onto
miss.
the world?
Right, and you get 3 attacks, so you can take one more.
I got bad depth perception.
Okay, and
Josh.
kills them. They
Just make an
have initiative
illusionist with the personality of Rick.
3. So you went to 5. So
He
they
controls
both
his
had
own
equal
world.
attack.
Like Sanchez?
So he killed the 2 at the front of the pit. Okay?
Because the therapist told him he controls his own world.
Okay.
Once
The
he gets-
goblins
once he
that are
gets
back,
behind
back,
that
here
bubble.
charge you. They're not going to just wait for you to kill them, so they're going to charge up your back. They say, and with their metal axes and come charging at you.
I got a noise for that. Just give me a second.
Okay. All right.
We're gonna fart?
So we're going to do that next. Yeah. So, on mark, goblin number 1. Hits! Woo! Goblin number 2. Oh, I'm sorry, you're supposed to be rolling. You should probably roll, because I'm rolling really good now.
Goblin.
22 to 17.
I had one. That's not this one. I would have hit with all 3, so you did better than for them. Okay, so you're hitting it twice.
Skeletor.
By hand axe. Once for 4 and once for 1. I will.
From He-Man.
Okay.
Trust me, I'm familiar.
Alright. And so now you have 3 more targets in the next round.
Playing with goblins.
Morale is now slipping.
Hungry for my chips.
There's like 8 of them.
I need to do what they do in the Tex Mix commercial.
With magic, and some people are dying and no one knows why, and arrows that turn completely around, and a barbarian that's going nuts.
And somebody who killed 32.
I said that already. Those are the people that were dying and no one knew why.
Oh.
I think I might have a playset of those.
Nice.
Okay, the morale holds, at least for
Oh,
this
is it?
round.
I have one of the
So,
backward
who do I have?
snows.
Woods troops are forming up.
The old one.
Okay, no, Jake was in 3. Okay, roll a dex check.
Rolling the dex check.
Hey, this is just
No problem.
amazing.
Alright, so you have charged up.
Okay, I'm gonna attack.
You actually arrive at them, they come out around the tree
I'm gonna attack with this guy.
and are
Dull
prepared
him.
to fight you.
I'll attack
You're
with this
4th
guy. Dull
level.
him.
Yeah. So you get 4 attacks.
I don't think you can roll the one that's already
You're doing this
attacking,
in
but
phase 4.
That could be really good in your Dragoon.
They are in phase 3, so you only get 1 attack.
it pretty much halves the amount of attacks they
Okay.
can get in a round, though.
That would be really good in your Dragoon deck.
Can I
Okay?
get an experience point?
No.
Then I have a bunch
Okay.
of stuff with freezes
And,
things, so I dull them.
So then the
and
next
then-
segment,
Oh, yeah.
the next segment, you get another attack, and
I'm gonna make a
one
deck
of
like
them's
that.
attacking you back.
Is he expensive?
And he missed with a 1.
Probably not.
My insanity
It's a rare.
hasn't shown up
Uncommon.
yet, has it?
Nope.
I'm gonna make a deck like that. It'll be my first
As I
deck.
said before, they usually don't at least give you hidden times.
Category 13.
That's about to be bad.
Which dice was it?
I've got
I told you
5.
about it. It's very dull.
Okay, so first one.
I've got 5. I'm
You don't
rolling
need to roll
today.
one right now. Okay.
But the one I have at my 5th one is
so
at home.
Take one off.
It's all messed up because I left it in
Alright,
the box.
and then the other guys attack.
It wasn't very good anyway. It was
And they both miss. Sorry, I keep
I
forgetting.
need one more of these.
It's a game master thing. I'm just so used
I
to
need one
especially
more
in the middle
of
of
those,
150 Diablo.
I
Yeah.
need one more of
Okay.
those.
That may
That
still
looks
hit.
awesome.
Stay tuned for more Lomunian adventures.